Hi, Gibaud, and today I'm going to present you this lens by TTArtisan, the 40mm f2 autofocus. I tested it on my Sony Alpha 7 II, but it also exists for Nikon Z mount. So let's start. Well, first of all, I pass you some pictures I've made with this lens and my Sony Alpha 7 II Mark II. And if you're interested in the lens, I'll leave you a link in the description where you can buy it. But first, check my review, obviously, if you want, okay? So let's look at the lens. First, the build is really nice. I think it's fully metal, even the sun hood for the, the temperature and the way it touch, I think it's metal also. This is autofocus, but still you have a manual focus ring in case you would like to manually focus. If you look at the aperture ring, it's clicked in third, really nice marked. I really like it. From f2 to f16, which is great. It's marked in third, plus the A mode. Why? Because maybe you want to manage the aperture from the wheel on your camera, or you want to have speed priority with a variable aperture, and then you put on mode A also. The build is, it's really nice, as all this Sari by TTArtisan really well. There's one thing it doesn't have any USB-C in the mount, because TTArtisan uses a different system. They have the back cap with some contact here, and here you have a USB-C connector, so you can actually easily update your firmware without any problem. So that's great. When we speak about 40mm f2, the equivalent in full frame is 40mm. That makes me laugh because we always make some calculation when we speak about APS-C or micro four thirds. Okay, so 40 is 40. And by the way, if you want to use it on, well, for example, any APS-C camera, obviously you can also. The filter size, I forgot to say, filter thread size is 52mm, which is standard, so that's great. One thing I really like, the minimum focusing distance is 40 centimeters. I wish it was 20, obviously, but still, I think 40 is fine. We can get closer to subject, to plants, people, subject, whatever, and that's great to be able to get close. If we look at the iris, it has 7 blades. I know there are not that many, but still I think the autofocus part is nice. Bokeh is okay. It's not the most creamy bokeh, but still I think it's nice. That's good. And inside the lens you have 9 elements in 6 groups. The weight varies depending on the mount you've picked, from 167 grams up to 176 grams. I think the weight is okay. It's not too heavy. I think it's great. And as I said, it includes the sun hood, so that's great. But what is a lens if it's nice? Yeah, maybe you look through the hole and you think it's beautiful, but if you look outside, that's nice, the build is nice, but the optical quality is important, I think, if we speak about the lens. So I'm going to show you the charts where I tested the lens. One thing, charts are really the toughest thing you can ask to a lens. Sometimes there are some defects you may see, or things, not faulty things, but you don't actually see it on your pictures. But still, I think to be fair, to compare lenses, it's important to check a chart. So every time I can, I do. Okay, so I've done it, so I'll show you my results. And by the way, if you wanted to help me, I've activated a new version of my channel member zone. Not to get special videos anymore, because I prefer to put them public. But if you want to help me, you can become a fan it's called, and then you get a small star next to your name, so when you comment, I answer with priority, and that helps me, so thank you so much. Also, I have affiliated links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And I'll also have promo code. If you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Apathy by Skylum, you get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. 10% on top of any offer they have. You still save some more money, so that's great. And with ERIC20 on K&F website, where you can find all the accessories from K&F Concept and more brands like tripods, bags, filters, all this. Get a 20% discount. Please use it. That helps me, that helps you. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. Optical quality. First of all, you will notice some vignetting, but two things. First, I did not receive yet the new firmware when I did these pictures. This is why, and now I have a new firmware that betters a lot the vignetting, so not too much of a problem, and also because I had no problem removing the vignetting. Second, you can observe there is some barrel distortion. So here f2, so let's check the center. Sharpness is really good at f2. On the border, it's not bad. I do see some chromatic aberration. In the corners, there the far corner is really soft, okay? But f2, if you're going to work in the center or the thirds here and have the background out of focus, it's no problem, okay? 2.8, we see less vignetting in the center. Sharpness is really nice, really okay. Borders is not bad at all. It's not perfect, it's not bad. Let's check a corner here. Corner are getting there, really not bad. Maybe the extreme far corner is a bit soft, but I think it's getting there. F4, vignetting is almost gone. Center is really sharp, really okay. Corner borders also. Always chromatic aberration, so if you make some writing like really small characters, maybe that could be a problem, okay? But otherwise, sharpness is really fine. 5.6 vignetting is almost gone, yeah. And center is really sharp, really nice. Borders are really okay too, not perfect, but really okay. Corners are really good too, and not perfect, okay, but really okay. F8, no vignetting anymore. Center is really sharp. Borders still the chromatic aberration, but borders and corners are sharp, okay, no problem with that. If we look at F11, center is sharp. I don't see diffraction enter yet, okay, and we do see some chromatic aberration with green and purple fringing, okay, since the start. Corners are really okay. And F16, I would have expected more diffraction, and it's completely usable. Center, border also, corners, yeah, it gets a bit softer due to diffraction, but this is not that bad. So honestly, the results are surprisingly good for that price range, and yeah, really okay. So two things. As you can see, it does vignette a lot at maximum aperture, but I received the firmware, but I already had made my test. And the firmware, yes, corrects most of this vignetting, but anyway, as I show you right now, you can, without any problem, fix it in post-production and you don't lose quality, so no problem. If you look at the flare is controlled. Yeah, if you look straight into the sun or your light source, yeah, yes, you will see some flare. But for me, I had several pictures with the light on the side and I didn't have a flare that was crazy. So if you love flare, maybe you will be disappointed. But if you want to have a controlled flare, I think you will be happy. So I think that's okay. If you look at the image quality, I think it's really acceptable. I would say it's even good. Yes, you have to close down the aperture to get the best corners and side borders. But still, I think for that price range, we cannot complain at all. Obviously, when I look at a lens that costs 200 or around 200 euros, a bit less, a bit more, around this kind of prices, I cannot ask the same thing as if a lens costs 3,000 euros. Because obviously, if it costs 3,000 euros, I want something perfect, really perfect. And I don't believe in miracle either. I will not say, oh, for 200 euros, you get the same quality as a 3,000 euros lens. Obviously not. Luckily not. Sometimes it happens, but luckily not, okay? But still, I think what this lens offers for this price range, this build, this quality is really great. Now let's be honest, 40mm, this is not the kind of focal length I like personally. I'm more 35 or 50. But there are many people that are just in between. They're not sure if 35, 50, 40, they love it. And also, many people have this feeling that it looks like the way you look. Well, there's one thing most people tell for years. 50mm is the same as the human vision. Well, that's not true, actually. Actually, you can notice, you can see 180 degrees. What we speak about is the sharp part of what we see. Can we actually see what it is? Is it sharp enough? And here, yes, we get close to 40, 50mm around this, okay? And if we speak about perfectly sharp, like for reading, it's more like a 90mm. But still, 40, the feeling you have is when you look at your scene, you bring this up to your eye and you see like a match. It's great. So this is why many people love 40mm. Actually, I think this is probably the reason why Leica with their Q3, they created their Leica Q3 43mm. That is actually a bit more close to 40mm according to some testing I've seen. And yes, I think some people really love this focal length, okay? Personally, I'm not a fan of it, but I understand that some people want to have just one lens. And they don't want to carry 35 and 50, but very often in between. That's a great focal length for them. And also some people, they work normally with 28mm, and they feel that they would like a 28 and a 90mm. And sometimes they want something in between. They feel the 50 would not be wide enough and not narrow enough for portrait, and they would use the 90 anyway, but they would still have to have like a middle of the road lens, and then 40mm falls perfect for that, because 35 would be really close to 28, so 40 is great. So I think that kind of people really normally love to have 40mm. Is it a recommendable lens? Well, honestly, if you're going to use this lens every day and you have a lot more budget, there are probably a lot better lenses, but they cost a lot more. So yeah, if you can afford it, get something a lot better. But if you're on a tight budget, you feel this focal length is for you, you will not be disappointed. Obviously, if you're the type of person that don't do any post-production, then maybe the vignetting or sharpness on the corner will be a bit of a problem for you. But if you are willing to spend a bit of time, not much, but when you did the RAW to better a bit some distortion and things like this, and better vignetting, all this, then no problem. This lens is completely recommendable, and you save money, you'll be happy with that. So for me, this lens is great for what it costs. We cannot complain, we cannot ask more. And I think autofocus lens, full frame, noise build, we cannot ask more. So for me, yes, this lens is completely recommendable. So in case you would be interested, I'll leave you a link in the description where you can buy it. So thank you so much, TTArtisan, for sending me this lens. Thank you so much to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here and the small bell. If you click on the bell, we'll get notified when I upload a new video. My website, Gibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also remind you, I've activated the member area of my channel. I've changed it the way it is. It's not to get special videos, it's just to support my channel. You get a special small star next to your name, so I answer your comment with priority, and that helps me. This is what the basic it offers. Okay, so thank you so much if you become a member. It's really affordable. Okay, thank you. And also I've got affiliating links in the description. Please use them, that really helps me. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperture by Skylum, you get a 10% discount with the code ERIC10. 10% on top of any offer they have. You still place your code, it's even cheaper for you. And with the code ERIC20, you get a 20% discount with K&F, where you can find all photography accessories like bags, filters, tripod, all this, all what you have with K&F Concept and more brands. So please use it, that really helps me. I'll also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much, please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye!